Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to Hero Crystal Shard Bundles, which, as you can tell, I have not clicked on yet. But generally, I'm a bit skeptical of these bundles if you're Cavalier because the drop rates, allegedly, of 5-star champions especially are so high. But they get better if you are even uncollected. And for a limited time, those who have become uncollected can get the following. So, with Hero Shard Bundles, it's all about 6-star shards, which the general price of 6-star shards, unfortunately, is 2,000 6-star shards for $100 or 1,000 for $50. So, believe it or not, technically, Kabam is trying to convince you that it's a pretty good deal to have 1,000 6-star Hero Crystal Shards for $40. It's a $10 discount of the quote-unquote retail price. What I have to say, though, is that 6-star crystals, just being honest, mostly have champions that are never going to be encouraged to be at rank 2. I just don't see how the majority of the 6-star crystal pool is worth your money. Now, because of that, the game is eventually going to have to become available to where I would say a 6-star champion is like $200, and $200, like, that would be considered a good deal at this point, which I just have to say, that's crazy. If I told someone I didn't play this game that I got a good deal, because $200, by the way, is like half of my car payment month or I should say car insurance payment for 6 months. So it's 3 months worth of car insurance. I get 3 months worth of insuring my real life car that I drive to work and elsewhere every day. Or I could get a 6-star champion I'm probably never going to use, or dupe a champion I'm never going to use, like Hulkbuster or Deadpool X-Force, for the same price that I can get car insurance. I just have to say that because it's too easy in this community to be like, oh, just throw an Odin at it. When I hear that phrase, I kind of get triggered because it's not that easy. So we get one greater champion boost, a 30%er, and a greater attack boost, which you can see I have far less of than the greater champion because I have tended to buy deals in the past that have had the 30% boost. And this 1,000 6-star shards. Technically, this is a C+ deal. But when you factor in that there are a lot of trash champions in this, and even champions like Hela or the Hood or Vegan Thor, maybe like OG Thor, Captain America, World War II, who are fine champions, but I mean, Hela might be the exception of that list, where I've seen some pretty sick rank 2 6-star gameplay of Hela. But in general, like, you wouldn't rank those champions up compared to Domino or Corvus, Captain Marvel Movie Edition, Nick Fury, Ghost, etc. So I'm going to give that a C+. Now, the 4-star is total trash. This, quite frankly, is a $5 bundle. That's a C+ if it was $5. You should get a 4-star crystal in 2019 for $10. If you want a good deal, it will include maybe a 20% boost, or maybe a bonus 3-star crystal. I don't know. But a level 2 team revive, while I appreciate that item, it's not enough to justify half of a 4-star for $10. No. And limit 5, you should limit 0. This is a D graded offer. I'm only giving it a D instead of an F because of the level 2 team revive. This would be a C+ to B- offer if it was half the price. But it is not half the price, as you can tell. It is $10. So we are moving on to cover the 3-star, which has a random amount of 3-star Hero Crystal Shards, 2,400. Wow, Kabam, what were you thinking? One energy refill, which, that's 30 units by itself, and 20,000 gold. It's confusing that they have the same gold for the $5 as the $10, and then let's look at the gold. Okay, so the $40 at least adds a 0 to the other two amounts. But in general, that's a terrible, terrible deal. Okay, 3-star crystal at this point should cost you 99 cents. I think this would be a fine deal if you're starting out. If you're a beginner and it's 99 cents, but $5, that should be the price of 1,000 4-star shards minimum. This is an F. This is like a solid 0 deal. Even if you're a beginner, even if you only have 1- and 2-star champs, you're going to find so many better deals for $5 if you wait and just be patient. But keep in mind, all of this discussion is over the cloud of what Kabam currently is, which is still trying to decide what bugs they even want to recognize, who they want to silence on forum posts, and then, most importantly, what champions that you may or may not have spent hundreds or thousands of units and dollars on that they're looking to weaken. And even if it's the car analogy, and I have to say a couple things about the car analogy because some people hate it, and I get it. We are technically leasing a car. We don't own the car because Kabam can take the car away from us at any time and we don't have any legal protection, which is why when people get permanent bans, there's nothing they can do about it. So it's a lease of a car. And when you nerf a champion, maybe you are keeping it the same car, you're just taking away some of its best features. Maybe you're taking away that premium sound system. Maybe the windows aren't tinted any longer. It still runs fine, still has cruise control, still looks the same, but it's missing those bonus features that made the car extra amazing. You're telling me that if you drove that car and a dealership, without compensating you anything, just took away some of the best perks of that extra upgraded car, you wouldn't be ticked and you wouldn't file a complaint? I still think the analogy works. I know some people hate it. In fact, ironically, it's a car analogy that drives some people crazy because they're tired of it. 2 puns in one, lucky people. But I still stick with it. It's still my analogy. So here's the deal. Right one, F. Middle one, D minus. Left one, C to C plus. But given the nature of Kabam, we'll stick to a C. I wouldn't advise anybody going for these unless you are so close to a 6-star champ that you're just chomping at the bit. And if that's you, I hope and pray that it is worth it whoever you get. Because most of the time, you're going to pull somebody like a Winter Soldier, who's fine, especially with the Killmonger synergy. But I wouldn't recommend you put all those resources to take that champion up. Compare Winter Soldier to Awakened Aegon or Nick Fury, and it just becomes a joke, even like Stealth Suit Spidey. So, yeah, it is just not a smart move to put that much money in a true gamble that is the 6-star basic crystal right now. Be patient. Remember, these are not great offers, and it's also a company that has proven to us time and time again that it cannot be trusted when it comes to our money or even, in some cases, our time. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a great Monday.